Munciana Courtside, folks. We keep plugging along. A long week for both Rando and I, but we're ready to bring this to you. Back in my domicile again tonight. I was debating doing this show while laying down on the couch because I'm absolute ass-whipped tired, but couldn't let you guys down. So without further ado, I'm Mike Lingenfelter, man with the plan and still growing. Randall Gardner.
All right. This past week we talked about Floyd Central versus Assumption. Assumption handled those guys in straights.
Assumptions. Assumptions, that's what they do.
Yeah.
They just put a beating on people. Floyd Central, too young in too many key positions. Like you said, it's a rebuilding year, a rare rebuilding year in Floyd Central, but it is.
Yep. Another game we talked about, Zionsville. We thought kind of up-and-coming team next year, probably going to make a nice run. Like 3 or 4 losses on the season so far. They did lose to HSC in 4, took the first set, lost the next 3.
HSC is really good. The Zionsville folks could probably, they should be excited because they're in the same exact spot that HSC was last year. We talked about HSC over and over where they're at, and I think Zionsville is that team of the future. They're going to be really good. They're loaded in some key spots.
The game held up to a tie. Lazy Boy get off your butt. Game of the week. Wapahani Alexandria with the distance 5-game thriller. Wapahani ends up pulling it out. Takes down the top 2A team.
I thought Wapahani was going to win this game. I thought it would be a good game. I thought it was going to be a 15-13 nail biter. That's a little bit, but that says an awful lot about Megan Miller. And from what I've heard, Alexandria didn't play extremely well.
Yeah.
Had some issues with some guys. Really kind of got a little wrapped up in the moment. May have come a little unglued, but Alexandria is going to be good. They're going to be good at the end of the season, and Wapahani is good. So that's a great game. That was a good call by us.
Yeah, and I think
I love us.
I think they're a regional opponent.
Yeah,
so that'll be a good little state tournament run, a game on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So not too bad. Player of the week, you want to go ahead and hit on?
You gave me Emma Ruskop from Fort Wayne Carroll, 646 assists on the season. That's a lot of assists
already. Yeah.
646. She's averaging 11.1 assists per game. Keep this in mind for a high school setter. That's really good numbers. But for a team like Carroll who's just bombing people, Jackie Quaid and the gang is roping and branding folks this year.
Yeah.
It's amazing she's getting that many opportunities because they're really putting a beating on people. But great numbers, and she's a senior, and I don't know what her plans are in the future, but I think that going to have a heck of a high school season, and they're gearing it up. That's, like I said, that's just a ton of assists. The kid probably helps old ladies across the street and everything else. But Emma, congratulations, Player of the Week.
Yep. I hit on a few games of the week, but we're going to kind of hit on Monday. It should be a really good game. Got CAI, Christian Academy. They're going to play Providence. They're 19-1. Providence is 20-3. The only loss for CAI, them pretty well. Tate's Creek,
my alma mater. Creek is rising, and Christian Academy is really a good team. And the Christians against the Catholics should be a pretty fun little brawl down in Provincetown. Great front row play by both of those teams. I think that the team that moves on from there is going to be the team that dominates the back 20.
Yeah.
But man, what a great matchup on a Monday night.
Yeah, and another thing with the Christian Academy, that loss was like the 3rd game of the season.
But it was to Tate's Creek.
Yeah, and it was early in the season, so it's kind of they're on, I think, like 16, 17 game winning streak right now.
So awesome,
doing well. On Monday night also, you got Center Grove, Brownsburg.
Why in the hell would you even watch Monday Night Football?
I mean, let's be honest, the Packers and Chiefs too. So
that's a crap game. Get off your couch, go watch some volleyball. Center Grove, Brownsburg, man, a lot of big bodies banging there. That's going to be fun. Center Grove, I've talked about all year long. They're a team that you're not going to sleep on them. They could be Avonish by the end of the year. They've got that kind of coaching. They've got that kind of players. And I keep saying we got to find the time. We were talking earlier tonight about trying to find a time to see Brownsburg. I'm trying to figure out how far it is because I want to drive down and watch that game. Brownsburg is awfully good.
Yeah.
Awfully good. You know, they lose one match.
First game.
Yeah, now they're the 14th ranked team in the country by prep volleyball.
Yeah.
John Tawa showing a lot of love to the Hoosier State.
Yeah. Another game on Tuesday night. Delta HSC should be a pretty good game.
We'll see who shows up, man.
Yeah.
If Delta gets it all going in the right direction, they're awfully good in Hamilton Southeastern. You know, people think I have like a team crush on them. I love the Hubers kid. I think he's as good a middle hitter as there is in the state of Indiana, and going to be a real surprise player even at the next level. Great team, so that should be a fun match if the Delta that I see on paper shows up.
Yeah. Tuesday night, state finals from last year. We got Carmel heading into Cathedral. Carmel, struggling throughout the year, but
10-10.
you're gonna have to get hyped up a little bit for that game, though.
Oh well, Cathedral's got the bullseye on their butt.
Yeah.
They don't even need to wear spandex. You just wear, wear some kind of pants that are red and white, like those old IU warm up pants or something. But they got a big bullseye right on their tail, and it's gonna be everybody's Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Bad news is Carly Scott's not coming back.
Yeah.
She won't be there on Tuesday night, but that'll be a neat rematch.
Yeah.
Even with Cathedral aching a little down the middle, but it'll be interesting.
Yeah. And then Wednesday night, another game just kind of throw on there if you guys want to go watch Cardinal Ritter at Brownsburg. Brownsburg, big week for those guys. Cardinal Ritter up and coming, and then with Greer Hughes on the left side, she's bombing away.
It's a high flyer,
So
yeah.
it should be good.
No, whenever you got a player like Hughes, I mean, you're in the hunt.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Brownsburg's awfully good.
Yeah.
Awfully good. Which one of these games we going to pick?
All right. First game, we talked about CAI, Christian Academy versus Providence.
You're going.
I think the streak ends. I think Academy goes down to Providence. I think at Providence's place, they've been there before. They've been to the dance. Not that CAA hasn't, but Providence, they get rolling, and I expect those guys to pick up the win.
Providence is deeper than Christian Academy. A little more talented, a couple of positions, and Providence. I mean, you're going into the jungle in that place. I mean, like I said, the parents are going to be crazy, and I like Providence to win that game as well.
And another kid to watch if you're going to be able to go watch that game is the Razor kid for CAI. She flies. She's a heck of a player. She's going to go.
No, she's going to be a great player.
Yeah. Also on Monday night, another game we're going to call Center Grove Brownsburg. I'm going Brownsburg.
Brownsburg. At home, I think it's going to be an awfully good game.
Yeah.
And it's a great test for Brownsburg. Probably the most severe test they've faced since Cathedral. The most physical test they've faced since Cathedral. But, I have not seen them. It's hard to make that call. But, Brownsburg, in my book, they've been awfully consistent when you're 20-1 and ranked in the top 15 in the country. I got to give them some love.
Last game we'll go game of the week is Carmel Cathedral rematch of state finals.
The second,
I think it's going the other way though.
Cathedral, it's big of you, man. I tell you what, you're really growing them tonight. I like that. Carmel Cathedral. I tell you, part twos are never very good. Sequels never seem to live up to.
Hangover 2, not good.
No,
Fast and Furious.
Dumb and Dumber. Nah, come on, man. The sequel's going to stink, too. I think Cathedral's got way too much talent. And like I said, even though Audrey Adams is out, I got to go the Irish on this one.
Yeah. All right, Raymond James, Cold Hard Facts. Going to throw some things out at you. Just get your thoughts on it. Yorktown loses to Muncie Central this past weekend, the championship of Muncie Central. Is it maybe in reality a good thing to get that first loss? I'm not saying that you want to ever lose, but you're not going to feel that constant pressure of the Cathedral had to let and all these teams talking about that kind of thing.
Did you talk to Phil Lessman about this?
No.
He was selling that to me today. Man, I don't. Is it a good thing? No. Yeah, you never want to lose.
Yeah.
Why in the hell can't you learn by winning? Everybody always said, well, it's a good learning. It's good to lose. It is not good to lose. Kids out there, it's not good to lose. Don't lose. Look both ways before you cross the street and don't lose. I don't know what's going on. Central absolutely destroyed them in game one. I'm not sure if Yorktown, they're missing something or missing someone, or I don't know, but I don't think it's a good thing. And I know that I know Sept Bloom, and she wants to win.
Yeah.
And she wants to win every single game, and that's the way it should be.
It is.
So I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying it does let a lot of air out of it. You look at it, I mean, good thing it takes pressure off those kids.
Yeah.
That's about it. But it does make them lose a little bit of faith, though. I mean, it's a little chip.
Yeah.
Nothing more, though.
Yeah,
That's a great
that's
team.
what I was just, like you talked about it, Phil said, but people say it all the time, and I'm like, I don't know if it is. I mean, the pressure's a little bit.
Losers say it.
Yeah.
That's who says
I
it.
guess so.
Guys that lose.
I'd always like to win.
I've never really felt good at it.
Winning is fun.
Winning is fun. Winning is good.
All right, next thing. Carroll still rolling. Now on the top. Let's see where they at. They're 14th in the country, 16th in the country, right around 16th.
16th in the country.
Are they the team to beat in the North? Or is
I think
Muncie Central the dark horse? Let's go ahead and combine those two.
I'll start with Carroll. I've said it many times. Jackie Quaid is the real deal. And the folks that are putting together stuff for Under Armour and the Player of the Year, you need to make sure you look at Jackie Quaid's numbers and you look at Jackie Quaid.
Yep.
I do coach her, so I'm biased. I love the kid, but I'm telling you, she's a flyer. She's still learning the game. Give her another 2 months to keep working on her game, and I think she's going to be tough. I think they are the favorite in the North.
Yeah.
Your second question was Muncie Central, the dark horse. Well, I tell you, West Lyon is won an awful lot of games for a reason. He made some major changes and adjustments to his lineup. He lost early in the season in 3 to Yorktown. This weekend, he beats them 25-11, 25-20. To win a tournament. He beats Elkhart Memorial in the semis. Yeah, heck yeah. I mean, if you're going to have a dark horse, Muncie Central could very well be the dark horse. Keep in mind, Muncie Central, though, is in the same sectional as Concordia.
Yeah.
And so, strap it down there, because I'd say Trish Miller is, dark horse or not, she's going to smack somebody. So I think Muncie Central's dark horse. That's a great call. You're really on your game today. You're sharp.
I will say
That's good looking since that haircut. Trimmed up the beard.
Yeah, just got to keep it fresh.
We need
we'll
to
leave
say
the Cathedral top for the last. Wapahani beats Alexandria. Alexandria number 1 and 2A at that point. Mm-hmm. Are they a top dog in 2A again?
Yeah, I think so. But 2A is a mess.
It's a roller coaster.
No, it's a mess. It's you never know. I had a girlfriend when I was in about the 9th grade or 10th grade that, she really thought I was cool one day and hated me the next. I didn't know where I stood. That's 2A. Mm-hmm. That's 2A. I don't know if anybody's in love in that division right now. Somebody's going to get it figured out. 2A is going to be won in October. I think somebody is going to put it all together. Somebody's going to become relevant in October. Yep. Right now, I think the best team's Wapahani, but that doesn't mean they're going to win it. Yep. But I think that they are the top dog.
Yep. Last one, Cathedral. Perfection.
God dang.
Can they do what the Patriots couldn't do? In other words, I say that. Here's how I look at it. I thought this weekend was a big test for them at their own invite. They had Avon, they had Center Grove, they had Club C's, they had a lot of good teams there.
And they were down Audrey.
Yeah, just trying to figure some stuff out and everything else. And still got through it, and most of the scores really weren't close. Avon was, I think, their closest match in the final, and beat them in straights. But can they do it?
You know what's really cool about you? This is about the 3rd time you've asked me this question this year. You just word it differently.
We're 23-0 now. It's got to keep coming.
This is the first time. This is the first time you've asked me this with the beard. So what the hell? I could probably answer this again. I tell you, there's an awful lot of pressure. I'm a big Kentucky basketball guy, and watching them at the end of the season, I can't imagine the pressure those guys are feeling. And 18 to 21, 22ish year old guys. Well, hell, UK's guys are all about 17, 18 because they only play 1 year. But, I knew that as you watch the season go on, it's incredibly hard to keep things relevant, to keep people motivated, keep people going. Remember, you said, is it a good thing Yorktown? Yorktown could probably make that a good thing.
Yeah.
that team has really shocked a lot of people. So losing one may get them back their edge. On the other hand, Cathedral, I think, needs to keep winning. I think they got to keep that mojo rolling because, the last time they were on a big stage, it didn't go real well.
Yep.
And I think that team probably needs to just keep building momentum. So, can they finish what the Patriots did and what Kentucky couldn't? Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can. You keep in mind, though,
it's not important.
It's not important.
But,
it's not important, but it's in the back of their minds. You don't talk about it. It's like a no-hitter. You don't talk to the pitcher, but
unless Josh Collins is there.
Yeah, that's true. But you don't talk about it. You shouldn't talk about it, but that's all you think about. You go to bed at night thinking about it. I can tell you that Steph Bloom was upset because you try not to let your imagination go there as a coach, but the bottom line, it goes there, and you dream of what it would be like to run through it unblemished, and they just got to keep focused. But right now, I think they can.
Yep. All right, GearMunciana.com, top 10 rankings. We're going to go ahead and honorable mentions to get us started. You got a list out?
Lafayette Central Catholic.
Still undefeated, still rolling. I think there was...
Put the spank down on Westdale this weekend.
23-0.
Yeah, won the Blue River, the Class A shootout, playing against play 2A Westdale. The legacy thing, the success ratio thing really messes with tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
The single A or Class A shootout featured the 2A Westdale guys, and Westdale was up until a couple weeks ago ranked number 1 in 2A. But LCC knocked them down. Good team. Muncie Central. Those guys, that may be the craziest team in the state of Indiana. You could make a soap opera. That would be a great reality show right there.
They Hard Knocks. Maybe they go that season next year with those guys.
I don't know about Hard Knocks. That place is it's Comedy Central, but Muncie Central, it seemingly is putting it all together.
Yeah.
And anytime anybody's beat, no one's touched Yorktown, and they smacked them.
Yep.
I better put them on honorable mention in Lawrenceburg. I still love them.
Still rolling. What are they at now? 21-0.
Yeah, I tell you what, the fighting casinos of Lawrenceburg High are, I don't know, they're doing something right. 21-0. Congratulations, keep it going. You're still on the bubble.
Another thing about Muncie Central you talked about, they lost a couple of early matches and kind of got them off the radar. But we talked about them earlier in the year, how physical they were and everything else. The 4 losses, I think, right now are Yorktown, Assumption, and I know they're. I thought maybe it was a down year when they lost to the Crown Point team, but Crown Point's already won 20 games, so they're at a pretty good year too.
Everybody in the state of Indiana's won 20 games.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Everybody's won 20. All right, what do you got next?
I'm going to go number 10.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go Columbus East. They slipped a little.
Hard tournament.
Yeah. Man, they were slumming it. They lost to Cathedral and Center Grove. They have no bad losses. They're 14-4. They dropped down after losing to 2 teams that are, one team's the number 1 team in the nation, and Center Grove could and should be. If everybody else is ranked in the top 15, Center Grove deserves to be up there too. They're pretty good. So I go Columbus East is my 10.
Number 9.
Concordia. I think they were unblemished this week. I think
last year they lost to Valparaiso. I came in that last week late, so we didn't get it on last week's show.
Yeah, Concordia's good. Concordia stays at 9. They got some good games coming up. Concordia and Carroll are still looking at each other. I think next month, I believe the 15th of October, those guys are getting together. That should be a make or break for Concordia. They'll tell you who they are.
All right. Well, we got number 8.
Valpo. We were looking at Valpo. Valpo is just blowing it up. 20-0, beat Lake Central, Concord, Warsaw, Michigan City. They're winning and they're good. They're good. They're always good, and we probably overlooked them. Yeah. So they bounce up to 8.
And last year, I remember they had a really pretty good run again, and I think they were either regional or semi-state finalists last year. So they were. I think they maybe lost to Elkhart Memorial. That was their lost in their season. But they're pretty good.
Well-coached team, and always have great athletes.
Yep. What we at number 7?
And number 7 is Center Grove. Big, physical. They lost. They had a busy week. I mean, they beat
crazy busy.
Lawrence, North Bend, Davis, Bloomington, South, Columbus East, Perry Meridian, Penn. I'm sure they would have wanted to play 12 more matches somewhere in a week.
I think they played Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then they played on Saturday.
Yeah, and they lost to Avon. a lot of people would go, that's shocking.
3-gamer.
It's not shocking.
No.
First of all, understand this in high school volleyball. Those 3-game matches are dangerous.
No, you hate them.
In fact, 3-game matches tend to favor the lesser team, not the better team. 5-game matches, it all works out. 3 games are frightening. You lose a game, you lose set 1 or you lose set 1, you're already in a hole. You lose set 2 out of the 3-gamer. Now you lose all momentum going into 3. It's really dangerous. I'm not taking anything away from Avon. Avon is good. They're capable of beating anybody. Got a great setter. We've talked about it, but that was their only setback of the week, and I dropped them to 7.
Yep. All right, number 6.
Providence.
Providence moving up just a little bit this week.
Yeah, Providence is still number 43 in the nation. They lost. They had a loss this week, but they lost to Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart and Assumption, they're that same type of caliber. I mean, Sacred Heart out of Kentucky is almost the same as playing a college team.
Paige Hammond's going to Florida. She's stud.
And Paige Hammonds is all world.
Yeah.
And so, that's a good loss if there is such a thing. And I'll never repeat that again. In fact, I hate myself for even saying a good loss. What the heck am I thinking about?
Number 5.
Yorktown.
Yeah.
They're 21-1. They're 11 in prep volleyball. Beat West Elk, Cowan, McCutcheon, Lawrence North, Marion, and then lost to Muncie Central. And I don't know what happened. That'll be interesting to see what happens with those guys, to see the impact of that loss, how they come out of it. I will tell you, knowing Steph Bloom, they'll come in and I'm sure those kids at home aren't really looking forward to the Monday practice.
No, Tuesday got New Pal. New Pal, she's they're 24 on the year.
Yeah.
But I'd hate being New Pal. I should say that.
Yeah, I think they'll rebound. There's just something tells me that Steph Bloom will get her point across. That's for sure. But I have them at 5.
Yeah. Number 4.
1. 4. Fort Wayne Carroll. Continue to climb, man. 21-1. Ranked 16th in the country that we alluded to earlier. You got Rooskop, the setter. And like I said, I've already done my song and dance for Jackie Quaid. I mean,
She
great.
flies.
Yeah, I don't know. Not many players in the country. Not many players in the state can play at that height. She's at a crazy altitude. I mean,
It looks so easy too.
It is effortless, and she's just zipping around. I mean, the only things in Indiana that are up that high have stewardesses on them. I flew back from Morgan, and I didn't get any nuts, no cookies or pretzels going to and coming back. I'm in a plane for about 5 hours, and I get nothing. Don't go food anymore. Tomato juice, all I got. That's one of those.
That's not flew Southwest.
No. I know. I'm just a little upset about it.
All right, next on the list.
Hamilton Southeastern.
Number 3.
Hamilton Southeastern. Ranked 15th in the nation. For that group of guys, Zionsville has got, if they're truly next year's version of the Hamilton Southeastern, and you got to be jacked up if you're Dawn. And Dawn, if you're watching this, I hope you had that baby.
She did have a baby.
She did?
Yes, she did. I think it was Wednesday, so she wasn't there for the Thursday's game.
She'll probably be back in the saddle.
Yeah, probably.
Well, she's a trooper. But congratulations on the baby then. And moving back to my Hamilton Southeastern guys, number 15 in the country, 22-2. Got a tough match with Delta this week. But that program has come so far.
Yep.
So far. And the kids believe. And I think that, they're in the hunt. They're in the hunt.
Yeah, they are. Number 2.
14th best team in the country, according to Prep Volleyball. 21, Brownsburg. Only blemish. Cathedral opening night.
5-game.
5-game, yeah, 5-gamer. In which everybody was going, what's wrong with Cathedral?
Yep.
We said it on the show. There's nothing wrong with Cathedral. Brownsburg is good. Just good.
Yeah. And
This is shocking.
I think they've kept that spot for a long time now. Number 1.
Cathedral. Yeah, it took me a while to.
They received
really,
all first place votes this week.
it took me a while to deliberate. They're number 1 prep volleyball. They're
Max Prep's number 1 now.
Max Prep's number 1, 23-0, number 1 in the state in the polls. You know,
It might be the top of the Big Ten now.
we were talking about Quaid.
Cardinal Jones better watch out.
We were talking about Quaid and some of the things that she's done, Smithers, and some of the things, you know, at Center Grove, Hubers, and, you know, all those kids are, they warrant attention for Gatorade Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Cathedral's got 2 or 3 kids.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you look at it, Megan Sloan is just playing fantastic. Kendall White is the best pure leader in the state of Indiana. You know, is going to be one of the best leaders I've ever had on my team. A phenomenal leader. Their auxiliary guys, Coors, Peyton White, Smith, those guys are all playing great volleyball. You know, you lose Audrey Adams, who's all-state.
Yeah.
All-state heading to Xavier. I mean, she's good.
Yeah.
You lose her, and any other school in the state loses a kid of that caliber. Their coach is checking into the Betty Ford Clinic. I mean, you're singing the blues, but, you know, this team didn't miss a beat.
Yep.
They rolled through some good competition. You know, you beat Columbus East, Avon, and all those guys without a second middle. Yep. That's beautiful. You know,
all in strengths.
Gene Gesterson, I'm in the fan club.
Yep.
I'm in the fan club.
Another thing to hit on now that we knocked all that out. 5 teams in the top 100 in the country. There are 6 teams total, right?
Top 50.
Yep, top 50. And we are loaded from 16 up. I mean, you got.
In fact, it's 6 teams in the top 50.
Yeah, 5 are in the top 16. It's like almost the SEC anymore.
No, it's, you know.
It's unbelievable this year.
Well, it is. And it's really weird. Years gone by, there was a lot of stars. There's an awful lot of teams like Yorktown where they're very balanced and they have good players. But, you know, it's not a star. There's some really good teams. The other thing you have to think is there's very good club volleyball in this state. There's very good high school volleyball in this state. There are great coaches in this state. You look at this top 10, and I'm telling you, you could take any of these guys in the top 10 and flip them to any other team, and they're going to win.
Yep. Some
of the best coaching minds in the state are in this. I believe our state has as many good coaches as any state in the country, and I get around. I get to see it get around. That didn't sound good. I get around the country and see a lot of things. I was in Oregon last week, you know, talking about, you know, doing the volleyball thing. I spoke at probably 5 or 6 state clinics this year. You know, it is amazing how many good coaches there are. You know, and you know, hug your coach tomorrow. You know, those guys don't get enough love. That is the worst job in the world. You get paid about 3 cents an hour. You get yelled at by everybody's parents. I mean, you know, like I said, if I had my choice, if I was coaching a high school team, it would be an orphanage team. Because you just don't want to get yelled at, and, you know, there's pressure on you. I mean, I'm amazed. You gotta love that if they're the Hoosier State. That is remarkable.
It is
remarkable, and, you know, God bless all of you. That's good stuff.
Oh, no doubt.
That is good stuff.
All right, that's all we got for this week.
I'm gonna go to sleep. My body is still on West Coast time, and it's really jacked me. You guys have a great week. Be safe. Hug your coach, and we'll see you next week.
Some legends are told, some turn to gold.